Well, maybe. How do you? No, no, no. Why are you recording now? All right, we're recording. Okay, got it. Fine. I I was just gonna ask you how you pronounce your last name and all that. So, do you want to tell me?
See, I pronounce my name as Rajiv Lochan Tripathi. That's how pronounce it. Rajiv Lochan Tripathi.
I don't know if I'm going to be. You say that very fast. I'm just going to stick with Rajiv
Okay, okay, that's fine.
because, yeah. Okay. Um, all right. Well, I'll start recording mine. You already started recording yours.
Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
I wanted to record how you drink the coffee. That's why I started before.
You want to know behind the scenes
Yeah,
how
behind the scene.
what I say before I hit the record button, which is
Yeah.
generally just asking people how to say their names properly. And I usually ask them if there's anything they want me to plug or say about their websites or upcoming speaking engagements or YouTube channels, social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. So, well, all right. Let me just start recording and we'll do all this live. I mean, not live, whatever we're doing. I don't know. I'm confused. Record on this computer. Recording in progress. There we go. Welcome, everybody, to Rajiv and Walter chatting non duality. Welcome, Rajiv.
Hello, Walter. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing pretty good. It's nice to
Oh,
see
yeah.
you.
Yeah, same
I'm, in,
here.
I'm enjoying my coffee. Are you enjoying your water?
Yes, I'm enjoying it. This non-dual water. Okay. This this is non-dual water. See?
It's one water without a second. You don't have a
Yeah,
second
yeah.
water. You just have one water.
This water bottle is not two.
It's waterless water. Okay, Rajiv. What can we tell the folks at home about you? Where to find you? You have any social media? I know you have a wonderful YouTube channel, which I've been enjoying this morning. My favorite video, can I tell you, is the one of you
Yeah.
driving the bike,
Okay.
riding the
That
bike,
that is not bike, that is bicycle.
bicycle.
Bicycle. Yeah.
Yes, you're riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
How did you record that? Did you have like a GoPro or
Uh
something?
see, actually I have a tripod, but on that day I didn't have a tripod. So I was handling my one side with one hand and I was putting handling the camera with this hand. So that's why it was wavy. If I had a tripod, then the waviness might be less. Yeah,
Well, I
might
loved
have
it.
been less. Yeah,
I thought there was a chance you might get hit by another vehicle at some point,
yeah,
or run into another person or animal or something.
yeah. But
But
that
you
was,
you
yeah,
you were safe. Yeah.
yeah. I was safe. But the eye is not safe because you cannot find an eye anywhere.
Wow. Well, that was a great ride visually, but also, I mean, you were on fire.
I was on fire.
Not literally, but I mean, you were sharing some really great stuff
Actually,
while
I was on
holding a
fire.
camera. And oh, you were on fire.
Yeah, yeah. You couldn't see the flames, but I was on fire.
so so you got any Snapchat or Instagram, Tumblr, Friendster, um,
See,
Twitter?
I have only got three things. That is Facebook, uh, Instagram, and YouTube channel. And I also have a WhatsApp number. So yeah,
You have a website?
no, not a website, WhatsApp. These are the four things I use.
Oh, WhatsApp.
One
WhatsApp.
is
Okay.
YouTube, one is Facebook, one is Instagram, and another one is WhatsApp.
Okay. And I see on your YouTube, you have an upcoming, excuse me. Sorry, one moment. Buffering, we're buffering.
Yeah, buffering,
Okay,
buffering,
never
buffering.
mind, never mind.
Never
Well,
mind,
anyway,
never
I was,
mind.
I was, okay, here it is. What is non-duality? Full film. What's happening? 10-10-22. So that's coming out. I'm going to hit the notify me button because I want to be notified when
Yeah,
that comes out. So what is that?
it's nothing.
It's a film about non-duality.
No, it's a film about nothing, you can say. Nothing.
Okay. And is it you just talking, or is it actually like
Uh,
something else?
no, no, it is like I have recorded a video and I have muted that video. And on that, I have voice over myself. Means on that, I have just added my voice after recording a video.
Yeah, you're good at that stuff. I see some good thumbnails, and yeah, I need some of those skills myself.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, well, let's get into it. Let's start with let's start with this. What is or what's appearing to happen is already free, liberated, whole, boundless, non-dual, not separate, unfixed, and without any boundaries or limitations. Even the apparent limitations and the boundaries are what is arising as the boundaries and the limitations. There is no one who can reach what is, and there is no separate I am, self existence, fixed position, or point to reach to what is. And secondly, what is not hidden, and it's already everything: seeing, listening, hearing, tasting, emotions, the thoughts, all of it. It's nothing appearing as everything. What is cannot be escaped or missed, as even the sense of escaping or the feeling that it is lost is also what is. Maybe
Yeah.
we could start with that. That's
Yeah.
there's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually that's the start and the end in a way. You started it and you finished it yourself.
So is the interview over?
No, it's apparently over, but is your coffee over?
No, it's apparently still here
Yeah, it's
and
full.
still hot.
It's full to the
That's
brim.
yes,
Yes.
it is. Mm, very delicious.
Oh, please give me some.
Yes, I wish I could. You say what's happening can't be said. And you say there is no there is no reason for it to be unsayable. It's unspeakable without a cause, without a reason. Hmm. So why can't we speak about what's happening? I mean,
We,
we are
yeah,
speaking about what's happening. Yeah.
yeah. We can only apparently speak about what's happening because what's happening doesn't have a position from a subject where you can look at an object and speak about an object. What is happening is not two. There is no fixed point, no position, no center. So whatever we are speaking about what's happening is only apparent. There is no absolutely about it, no absolute nature about it. There is only randomness. So you cannot speak anything about it because it's random. And there is no subject speaking about any object anywhere. Object and subject only arise when there is a sense of an I am arising, when there is a sense of an energetic sense of a contraction in the body, that I am here, I am looking from behind the eyes, that there is someone hearing from behind the ears, that sense of someone, that there is someone inside the body of Walter, that there is someone inside the body of Raji. That sense just creates wants to say something about it in an absolute way, but there is nothing to say about it in an absolute way. Whatever is said here is just apparent. There is no truth in it.
Oh, no truth. Hmm. So is it just speculation?
Actually, speculation would mean that there is something to know. Means speculation is part of a philosophical inquiry, and this is not a philosophy. Speculation and theorizings are all about philosophy. So this is not a philosophy. Philosophy would divide things. Philosophy would try to find in something in this appearance, something missing, that there is something to get, that there is some better experience waiting in the future that I can find, that I can get. So philosophy and all other things are just part of the knowing, that I want to know something. I want to find something in the appearance that is missing.
Because you are a philosophy student, are you not?
Yes, actually, academically, I am doing my master's in philosophy, but that is only apparent. I don't take the words of philosophers as some kind of an absolute truth, that they are saying something which is making me go towards somewhere. Which means most of the times people read something or read the words as if the words will lead somewhere, as if the words have a point, one point leading to another point. But now there is no position. So I read just without a center, just random words.
Right.
Yeah.
I got here. What's happening flows without a doer, without someone making it happen. So, how can you explain that in terms of is Rajiv and Walter making a video right now? Are we having a conversation? Are we going to upload this to YouTube? And are other people going to watch it? Like all that sounds like a lot of doing.
Actually, the only thing that is completely unreal is the sense of a cell, is the sense of a fixed position. Everything else is just apparent, it's just appearance. So the appearance is both real and unreal. It cannot be said in a way. But the self cannot even, we cannot even say about the self that it's not there. That's how unreal the self is. Means that's the only unreal part in the appearance, that it's not even non-existent. We cannot even call it non-existent. That's how unreal it is, the self.
Yeah, the real and the unreal. Is that like a cat that can be both dead and alive simultaneously?
Damn, it's not that in a way, because real and unreal is just a way of saying it cannot be said, which is itself contradictory in a way. So the message is just about saying what cannot be said. Saying cannot be said. That is the message. Or
Because
it,
I just sorry.
or we can say that the message is about uh, not saying appearing as saying, and saying appearing as not saying.
The other day you used the example of the rope and the snake.
Yeah,
Um, so it just seems like in the moment when you're taking the rope to be a snake, it's real because my reaction to it is of fear. I think it's a snake. In my apparent reality, it's a snake. And
yeah,
then when I realize it's a rope, then it's a rope. It's just about perception. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. There is apparent change of perception, but that doesn't mean that one perception is more real than another real. If we are taking the biological reaction of a body as representing that the object is some kind of a real thing, then that is not a correct way of saying it, because biological reactions happen on hallucinatory things as well. If someone is having a hallucination and he or she sees something which is not seen by other people, then also there will be a biological reaction. So will we call that which is seen by the hallucination the person who is hallucinating, because that person sees that. But will we call it real or unreal? We will never call it real, because that person has a biological reaction based on that illusion. So the biological reaction of fear cannot tell that the object which is making the fear happen is real. And fear is just a part of the appearance. Fear doesn't claim that there is someone having the fear. Fear is just happening.
I see. You say what's happening is without solidity.
Yeah.
Uh, can you explain that? Like, because it does appear that the world is full of solid objects.
Yeah. Yeah. Solidity doesn't mean in the sense that if I hit some wall, then my hands won't get hurt. Solidity in the sense means the felt sense of solidity, the felt sense of realness in things, the sticky realness. And as soon as the things become sticky, as soon as they appear as real to that someone tries to find something in the realness, because solidity is real in a way. Solidity appears real and appears fundamental to that fixed position, and that fixed position tries to hold on to the apparent solidity, and that solidity never stays because nothing stays. That's why the I am never gets satisfied. It moves in a circle of just looking for more, knowing more experiences, more positions, more knowing, and it never gets satisfied, because in a way it's looking for its own absence, the I am, which it cannot ever find.
You say it's without a fixed position, without a center point. It's both real and unreal simultaneously. It's both happening and not happening at the same time. You also say space is apparent. That's why there are no 2 points.
Actually, time and space just arise when there is a sense of that fixed I am, that sense of a feeling of self-consciousness, of self, that I am the one speaking with someone. Then only there is a sense of that seeking and all things. I didn't get the question what you said. I lost the question in between.
That's okay. It's just
Yeah,
about space is
yeah,
apparent.
space. Yeah,
That's why there are no 2 points.
yeah,
So if there's no
yeah,
space, there's no distance,
yeah,
there's nothing separating anything. There's nothing
yeah,
between anything, and there aren't things for something to be in between of.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
just
yeah.
so this is it reminds me of this whole incomplete conversation we were having with Howard, that there isn't even a thing that's whole and complete. There is only what seems to be completeness.
There is only what seems to be. We cannot say that it is nothing missing. We cannot say that it is whole and complete. There is only what seems to be, and that is yeah.
So there's only what seems to be. So there's no deeper reality. There's no underlying ground of being.
Actually, there is nothing hidden in the appearance. So the ground of being and reality are something which the seeker looks for something to hold on to, a position, so that it can have something for it. It can feel safe, it can feel secure. But that is the bad news for that seeker. And the good news is that the seeker doesn't exist in a way. So, in a way, the appearance and the seeker are contradictory to each other in a way. There is only the appearance, and the seeker looks for something in the appearance, as if there is something in the appearance it can hold on to. That's why it looks for something in the appearance every time.
So an appearance is looking for something in the appearance to comfort itself.
Yeah, An appearance of I am, looking for an appearance to comfort the appearance of I am.
Why do you suppose that is?
Actually, it's not a supposition, because any supposition would come from a sense of a subject object duality, which is observing something. And here there is no subject and no object. The words are just flowing out. And there is no sense of of saying something bad or saying something wrong, which is not correct in a scientific way. Words are just coming out and happening. There is no sense of a self-consciousness here that is judging the words which are being said through through this body.
Yeah. That feels like freedom to me because I used to be concerned with that, with getting it right or
Yeah, yeah,
understanding it. And I was like, oh, I feel like I'm getting there. I was always almost there because I get a little piece. And I'm like, oh, I really feel like I grasp that. I'm really understanding that. And then there'd be another piece where, oh, I just was never quite there, and that was the seeking. But then, like what you're saying is, there's no getting it right. There's no getting it wrong. There is no right and wrong. There is nothing to understand.
yeah. But
It's
understanding may
all,
seem to happen.
yeah. And I
This,
guess that's the difference between
yeah,
philosophy, because I'm sure you understand certain philosophy in order to get a master's degree.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have to pass tests and, so how do you explain that difference?
See, in a way, you can separate two types of understanding, but this is only at the apparent level. There are two types of understanding, and in which there is one understanding of a solid type, of a real type, in which someone understanding something takes that to be real, takes that to be something that is fundamentally true, that is fundamentally real. And another type of understanding is that in which it is light. The words are not taken for seriously and heavily. The words just are there in the brain, and when they want to come out, they want to come out. Like these words which are coming out through the mouth, these are not taken as some kind of a real words or some kind of a truth or some kind of higher truth which can be realized by someone. These are just like any other thing, just like the balls, just like the air, just like the movement of these hands. The movement of these hands and the words which are coming out through this mouth are not have the same value. The seeker wants to get something out of the words, so it takes the words to be more valuable than the movement of these hands and the balls.
You say, oh, oh,
The
something just
lights are
flashed
on.
over there. Yeah, the lights are on, but no
Yeah,
one's home.
no one's home, because who will be home? Where is home? This is home.
Well, what do
This,
you what do you think about that? That the lights are on,
the
meaning
lights.
consciousness, awareness. There is an apparent something happening, and there seems to be.
Consciousness and awareness are part of separation, because for there to be a consciousness or an awareness, there has to be a subject object duality. Means you are awareing of an object, you are consciousnessing of an object, and that's why there is a sense of someone being conscious, someone being aware. So consciousness and someone are just that seeker, are just that awareness or consciousness, that thinks that if it will reach higher levels of consciousness or higher levels of awareness, it's just like a child seeking for more toys in the market. It's not different than that. So both are the same. The yogi meditating in the caves and the child looking for toys. Both are the same. It's not going to go anywhere. It's a circle.
Hmm. I like this. You say what's happening is too broad to be limited by language. It's too limitless, and at the same time, it includes limitations. Includes the limitations. How can it be limitless and also include limitations?
It's not two, that's why. Not two. It, this mouse and this bottle are appearing separate, but it's not two. They are not one, but they are not two.
The destination reached will only be apparent. It will never be final. Because for the seeker, the destination changes one destination into another. It's always about changing. Nothing works because everything is already sorted out. So nothing needs to be fixed. The seeker lives in the constant illusion that something needs to happen.
Yeah, that's what the seeker is. That almost there and something needs to happen. Because nothing needs to happen. What needs to happen? Nothing. Only for that position, another position needs to be gotten. Another experience needs to be gotten. Only for an experience, another experience needs to be gotten. For an experience to be fulfilled. So an experience looks for another experience to add to itself, to make it secure, to make it feel as if I have got something. I have got some form of a solid fixed knowing. So that is what is done by an experience of the I am, of the seeker.
So do you never feel like something needs to happen?
At a fundamental level, at the energetic body level. Energetic body doesn't mean the body of a yogi, astral body, or something like that. The felt sense of contraction. At that level, there is absolutely no sense that something needs to happen. Because there is a direct unseeing that nothing is missing. Direct unseeing. I wouldn't call it seeing, because seeing would mean that there is someone here that is seeing that nothing missing. There is only nothing missing. There is no one seeing nothing missing, and there is no one seeing that no one seeing that something doesn't need to happen. There is only something doesn't need to happen.
I see. So, but there are other levels of where things might need to happen.
No, level is an illusion, because where is level? Level is a position. Position
Well, let
one.
me put it this way. Like, I feel like I need to do some laundry today, and I got to go to the laundromat, and then I probably have to go shopping and buy some groceries. And then I felt like I needed to reach out to a friend, kind of make some contact there. Um, because yeah, there feels like there's a need for this human interaction.
Yeah.
Maybe have a beer or something like that. Um, so there seems to be needs and desires and wants, and that things do need to happen,
Yeah.
like laundry and shopping and having a beer with a friend, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, that something needs to happen is at the level of practicality, and that will continue. But that at the psychological level, there is a psychological sense of a contraction, that I will go to the shop, and if I buy my favorite thing, then I will psychologically get or add something to myself. That psychological something needs to happen falls away, but it doesn't even fall away, because that was not real in the first place. Practical buying uh, of the toasts, practical buying of the bread, getting yourself shaved and going to enjoy a nice cup of tea. Those are just what seems to be, and there is no one making it happen. That's the illusion. There is I am going to the laundry. I am that position is not there. There is only going happening. There is only going to the marketing happening. There is only happening. Only happening.
I think you mentioned something about there's only verb, no noun.
Yes, that was in the sense that noun means something fixed, like I, we, you, and verbs means randomness, means there is no fixity, everything is just random. Random in a way that it's not confusing, but random in a way that it's so free. It's freedom.
Hmm. Thank you, Rajiv. This is fun. Uh,
Yeah, but don't
all
thank
right.
me because words are just arising and there is no Rajiv which is making the words happen. I would say like that.
Yes, yes. Yeah, some people would say that the words are just coming through.
Yeah. There is no filter behind the words. There is no filter through which the words are passing. There is just the words. Just words.
You know what? When we're talking about seekers, what do you make? Like, I know there's people in my life, like my dad, for example, was never a seeker. Um, just seems pretty content, and I never got that feeling from him that he was looking for something higher, deeper, more profound than, you know, life as it is. So, and that always amazed me because I had that um, seeking energy. And so when I would see it, that others wouldn't, I don't know. What do you make of that?
See, actually, in this message, seeking is not talked about in the external sense of the way. Like, for example, you may see some people that they are minimalists, that that they have less things. You may think that they are leading an ascetic life. They don't have many desires, and another one is having more desires. He's partying all night. So this is talking about the internal sense of separation felt in those bodies, like those that one who is partying may have that separation fallen away, but that one who is looking like an ascetic from the outside may have that separation, means he's suppressing it, he's just allowing it, but that is also part of what's happening. They both have got no control over that. Means this message is talking about the psychological sense of contraction and not the outer manifestations which may appear. Like you may see from the outside that this person is not seeking, this person is not. But this is not about that. This is not about what a person looks like from the outside, but about the felt sense of separation, about the psychological sense of somebody looking from behind the eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I guess I was envious of that. It seemed like, of course, I'm judging my insides by someone else's outsides, but I was like, why don't they seem to have that drive to, like, this
Yeah,
feeling of incompleteness? I need to find completeness.
yeah,
But then I would see, like, I'll use my dad again. It just seems like just taking things at face value, I guess, in a way, and you know, not thinking there's some mystery that needs to be discovered or realized. And I,
yeah.
I always thought that was kind of cool. I'm like, I don't know where I got this innate drive to find, I don't know what to call it, a deeper reality or a natural reality or the I don't know what else it's called, but this self with a capital S,
Yeah,
the Atman or
Atman,
something like that. Yeah,
consciousness, awareness, something like that. Yeah.
yeah. It's just weird. I don't know, but yeah, I guess that's what I was looking for was that peace of mind, that contentment, just to allow everything to be as it is.
Yeah. That consciousness or that observer will always look for contentment and peace of mind because it's constantly observing the mind. And as soon as it observes the mind, it finds tension, it finds contraction. So it tries to do something about it, it tries to control it, it tries to manipulate it. But as there is no one there, so tensions may arise, but there will be no one there to do anything about it. And this is already the case. There is no one there, just thoughts, just tensions, just contentment, just apparent peace of mind or apparent noisiness of the mind. There is only the self wants to make the noisy mind quiet. Only the apparent positional center, not even apparent, unreal completely. The appearance doesn't want to make the noisy mind quiet or do anything about the appearance. It doesn't even want the appearance to remain as it is or change. The appearance is free even to be not be what the appearance or be the appearance at the same time.
Have you, um, do you do any practices, methods?
No, no, not at all. Because a practice would mean that there is something to get, that there is a hope. There is hope for me that if I do 8 hours of yoga, 8 hours of controlling the breath, then I would have my chakras opened. I would have my kundalini juice arising in the body. I would be like a yogi. I would appear like a yogi to the outside world. So that has completely fallen away. Practice, you can say that this is practice. This is meditation. What's happening is meditation. This is meditation. Boom. This is meditation.
Well, you were saying earlier, from a practical point of view, practicality, I think you said. So, like, if I'm feeling stressed and then I sit down and, maybe I do whatever kind of meditation, some kind of focusing on the breath or sitting, and then I can calm the body down, calm the mind down a little bit.
Yeah.
It seems it could be just like lifting weights or working out, just a way to something healthy to do for the body.
Yeah. Yeah, those two types of things are therapy and counseling. Like those have nothing to do with nothing have got nothing to do with this message, but they have got their own usefulness in their own ways. So those are just what's happening. Going to a therapist, getting his or her counseling done, gymming and making the body fit, and working on the mental health perspectives. Those are just what's happening in the society. So nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with anything actually. That's what the message is in a way.
So, what do you think if this unseen, as you call it,
Unseeing, because there is no one seeing nothing missing. Only nothing missing. No one seeing something, nothing needs to happen. Only nothing needs to happen. No one seeing what's happening, only what's happening. No one seeing what is, only what is. Boom. That boundless energy. Expressing as an apparent Rajiv, expressing as an apparent Walter, smiling at the camera.
pow.
Wow. Come on.
But my question is, if an apparent individual unsees, if this, I don't want to say it's realized or whatever, but
Get your
what I
coffee.
mean. If there is a shift,
Yeah. No shift.
What do you think? Because you mentioned therapy and counseling. So we've already established that the apparent individual could still use meditation as a way to calm the mind and body, could still go to the gym as a way to have a healthy body. Same with diet, exercise, all this stuff. Well, but what about the counseling and the therapy? Could you see it that A parent individual might need some counseling still.
See, the a, till the time there is a sense of someone having the thoughts, someone having the emotions, so that someone will always have problems with the thoughts and the emotions. And for that, that someone may go to a therapist to get his or her emotions resolved, or his or emotions thoughts resolved. So that may be helpful for that self, for that someone, for short amount of time. But for the self, it all reverse back to the self, therapy and counseling. So in a way, it's all in the circular loop, because all is done for the self, all is seeking in a way, therapy, counseling, and going to a psychiatrist or something like that. But I'm not saying anything about psychiatry or psychology, because they have got their own perspectives. So this message has got nothing to do with those two things: therapy, counseling, and psychiatry. Those are just apart from this message.
Yes. Um, I guess why I'm asking is because, well, you distinguish two types of seeking.
No, seeking is only of one type. Understanding may be of two types: one solid understanding and one a light understanding.
Can you explain that more?
Like when there is a someone reading something or listening to a podcast or some sort of video, that someone is trying to get something out of it, that is a type of getting solid understanding, because that seeker will always take that what is said in the podcast, what is written in the books, as some kind of a real thing, that is real, that has got some substantiality to it, and I can add it to myself. So when there is no self, that understanding turns into not understanding in a way, because when there is no one seeing the camera, no one listening to a podcast, there is just the podcast happening, and the words just flow by. Like what I am saying is not making anything, making a fixed meaning in my head. It's just flowing, just like a dog barking, or just like a bird making bird chirping. The words, the words are just like the clouds moving in the sky. The words are not giving me any type of a knowing, any type of substantiality. So that is what I was saying.
Yes. Well, you have to bear with me. Sometimes my focus and attention isn't all that great. So I'm trying to listen and understand what's
Yeah,
being said. And so so I'll just try it again. Like, so there's the spiritual seeking where I believe there was like a something to be realized.
yes,
I thought there was a state of bliss that I could achieve, a permanent state. I thought I could be like Ramana Maharshi, like what I imagined he would feel like, or something like that. Like he just feels blissful and it's all peace and wonderful. And yeah, like that. Like how you look right now, I thought that's how I would feel. Like 24/7.
yeah.
So obviously that's bullshit. And there's no such thing. It's just what is. No, there's no one to attain any state, and there isn't a state to attain. There's just what's happening.
There's just what's happening, not happening.
Right. So that seeking fell away, but there's still other types of seeking, like on the human level.
Yeah,
Uh, maybe there's, you know, psychological issues that need to be resolved, or maybe somebody wants to be in a relationship. They're feeling
yeah.
lonely or something like that, or you know what I mean. So there's other types of seeking on a human level that I would say don't necessarily, all seeking doesn't go away, in
Yeah,
in the story, you know, you could say the character, whatever, but I mean, it still apparently seems to arise.
yeah. Yeah, that looking for a relationship or looking for a pastry, that I want this pastry only in the market, that is part of just what's happening. That cannot be called a contracted sense of a seeking. That feels something different, because when this body goes to a restaurant, there can be a sense that I only want my favorite pizza, but that will not make me unfulfilled or make me as if something is missing fundamentally. If I don't get it, fine. If I get it, fine.
Right. But if you didn't get anything to eat for a long time, that wouldn't be fine, would it?
Yeah, that wouldn't be fine. That will be biological unfineness. Okay, biological unfineness. So that's the beauty of this message. Other spiritual teachings try to make you unhumanly. They try to make you as if nothing will happen. If a fire is burning, if you touch it, you will not get burned. You can stay without food for many centuries and for 1,000 years. But this is not like that. This is just humanely, just having the raw humanness in yourself and expressing it, and no one expressing, just the raw humanness. If I get hungry, I will look. This body will look for food instantly. Not for following the spiritual teachers that say that you should control your desires and you should not eat this, you should not eat that. Those are just part of the right and the wrong, which are told to a self. So all the teachings are about the self, are about the seeker. They are told to a self to do something.
Yeah, and I think there were a lot of things I read that didn't help my delusions of what this was all about. Like autobiography of a yogi talked about a saint that never ate or something, you know, and it
Yeah.
was all. And I thought, or people bilocating, they disappear and then they show up over here and all this kind of stuff. Uh, what do you make of that? Cities.
See, siddhis may seem to happen, but why, who is the one looking for siddhis? That same one who is looking for a toy or for a beautiful girl or to get in a relationship with a beautiful girl. What's the difference? The one who is looking for a siddhi and the one who is looking to go into a relationship, a better relationship, and the one who is just seeking a better job. There is no difference between any three of these. But those are just part of what's happening. There is no one, no yogi who is doing the yoging, who is doing the meditating. Going to the caves may happen, and getting angry may happen. Going into a relationship and breaking up may happen, and getting a new relationship and then breaking up may happen. Anything can happen, anything can arise. That's the freedom of this boundless nothingness and everythingness. Boom, boom,
Pow.
boom.
I'd see. Yes, Sai Baba manifesting
Not this,
watches and
not this,
for booty.
not this,
Yeah.
this. Pow, boom. This message is the most unpeaceful and disturbing message you will ever hear in your lives, my friends. Disturbing for the self and unnerving for the seeker.
I have empathy because I see that what you're saying, it can be a frustrating message because
Yeah,
we're saying there's nothing to get, there's no one to get it, there's just what's happening, and there's nothing to realize, no one to realize it, and all this stuff. But yet, there's also, and I listened to one of your interviews, you talked about the shift, and it was like bang, and things changed for you in the story. So the seeker wants things to change for them too.
yeah,
So they want to be able to have this unseeing that you've apparently had.
yeah.
And all you can tell them is it didn't actually happen, and you know, and so
Already unseen. Already
it
unseen.
sounds like. But how do you explain that it seems to happen for some and not for others?
There is no some and no others.
Well, I even listened to Ramesh Balsekar, and he would say, he would put it this way, something like this. I'll paraphrase. I can't quote exactly, but he'd say that ego is removed in some apparent individuals and not in others. You know, or that it's God's will for this to happen for some and
Yeah,
not for others,
yeah,
or something like that. And so he even put it that way, and I was like,
yeah,
that really sounds
yeah,
like hopeless and almost cruel.
yeah. This message is cruel and hopeless and unnerving for that someone who is looking for something to happen because there is nothing that needs to happen. So that is quite unnerving for the seeker that wants something to happen, that wants to get his favorite toy, that wants to get into a better relationship, that wants to get a siddhi, that wants to open his this chakra, that I will get enlightened, then I will dance 24 by 7. So that is unnerving and cold, you can call it. Cold. Not like this water. This water is not cold, my dear friend.
Yes, yes, cold, yeah. But it's also unconditional love at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the beauty. That's the boundless freedom of this message. It's cold and unconditional love at the same time. Not that love that is shown in the movies. This, everything.
All right, let's try the next one.
Yeah.
It's only a fixed entity which looks for order and which looks for a solid position. And it will constantly keep looking for the solid position so that it feels secure, so that it feels safe. And it will never arrive there because every position is fragile. Every position is momentary, so it cannot be stabilized. Bam.
Boom.
So, but see, this is a part of the coldness. I feel like
there are no parts.
You know, I think it's a basic human psychological need to feel safe and secure.
Yeah.
And for some
Yeah.
kind of certainty.
Yeah. Yeah. But after hearing this message, you cannot go and apply this. This cannot be applied. You cannot say that I don't want to feel safe and secure. I am going outside. I don't want to live in the house, and I will live on the roads, and I will give my house to somebody else because I don't want to feel safe and secure. That is applied non-duality. You are trying to apply this message to your life, which can't be done. Non-duality cannot be applied. Non-duality is just not two, and not two cannot be applied because it's not two. Who will apply it? And to which object you will apply it? Nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty useless.
Most useless. Useless words you are hearing, my friends. Useless test.
The completeness cannot be found because there is only completeness.
How can you find that which is already the case?
But I hear this so-called seeker
No
saying,
seeker.
they're saying, well, what good is it if I don't feel complete? What good is it for you to tell me it's all complete if I'm feeling broken?
Brokenness may seem to happen, but only the I am thinks that that brokenness is bad, that that brokenness doesn't may not happen, that I am feeling bad about this brokenness. Only only someone, if an observer is looking at a window, at a broken window, then that observer will intellectualize that this window may not be broken. Oh, if somebody comes from outside and sees my home, what he will think about this? But when there is no one, there is just the immediate broken window, no filter seeing that broken window. The words are just nonsense, my dear friends. These words are just coming out like music in a way, because I don't claim the truth or of what I'm saying. These words are not reality or truth.
The struggle is only in the mind. And even the mind is not there. Even in the mind, it's just an apparent sense of a struggle, an illusory sense of someone struggling on a journey. There will always be a struggle because it will never reach a fixed, solid position, a stable position to hold on to.
Yeah,
So, so you're saying that the struggle is only in the mind, and even the mind is not there.
the self is the
So,
only struggle. There is no other struggle. The observer. If there is a sense of someone looking from behind the eyes of Rajiv, that is the struggle. If there is someone looking from the felt sense of someone looking from behind the eyes of Walter, then that may seem to be an apparent struggle. But there is no one already looking from behind this eye or that eye. So it's just air talking to air, space talking to space in a way.
so how did you see? How can I say this? Well, I'm just curious to know a little bit about your story. Um, so, like, how did you come to be someone who talks about non-duality on YouTube?
There is no story and there is no me who talks about non-duality. Full stop. That's the story in a way, apparent story. What I told.
Do you attend meetings?
I don't attend. Attending the meetings happen. This body goes to the table, picks up the mobile phone, and then turns on the Zoom, and then types the meeting ID and the password, and then there is just the meeting, just the meeting, just the listening. It's just like you can say that there is no.
No, no.
That's a
How
sound.
about compassion?
Compassion.
Well, I'll say more.
Yeah.
It's like
Compassion may seem to arise like a
hmm,
compassion for someone getting hurt on the road and just going to him or her and just asking that what has happened. So that may happen, but there is no entity that is making the compassion happen. There is no agenda behind that compassion, behind that love, or behind that caring for that someone who may be falling on the ground, apparent someone, the body.
because it was like when we were talking about this message. And I said, I have this empathy for people that are feeling broken,
Yeah.
you know. And I don't know if you know Benjamin Smythe, but he was
Yeah, I know. I know him. Yeah.
out there years ago for a while, holding a sign saying "You are perfect," and communicating that message to people. That basically, I would say that although there is no you, the you that you imagine yourself to be is already perfect. You're already that. You're beautiful, you know? And
Yeah.
like there's something I think, I don't know, I guess it's this unicity, this seeing that there is no separation, or as you would say, unseeing, that brings up this feeling of connectedness with and intimacy with all things and all people.
Yeah. Yeah, but connectedness and intimacy is part of that meditator or part of that subject, because you cannot feel intimacy or connectedness with anything, because connectedness, oneness, intimacy means that there is someone getting intimate with someone. There is some separate position getting intimate with another position. So you can say that there is only not two. Connectedness, intimacy, these words seem as if they are implying some sort of a someone making a happen. They are implying a process, that there is some sort of connection, and this is not a process. What's happening is not a process that is moving through time or space. Only for the I am, when that I am fills the space and time with objects, that seeming distance may seem like a process. And perfection is a word which may be misinterpreted by a lot of masses, because they may seem that perfection means getting their lives perfect, and that is not what this message says. When this says that this is perfect in a way that it is not about getting your life right. It's about it is already perfect, already, just as it is.
Yes. Well, I guess you could say it was a change in the character. Not that I was not empathetic before, or wanting to help people. I've kind of always had that. Um, but there was something seemingly deeper about it. I know what you mean. There's no one here, and all that to be connected with anything else. Um, so it's still all in the story, but the story has changed. Maybe you could talk. How has Rajiv's story changed, or how has the character Rajiv seemingly changed after the unseen?
See, after the unseeing is also a incorrect way of saying it, because there is only unseeing, and there is no tracing back which can happen. No tracing back, because that felt sense of separation, I don't know what it felt like, because uh, now it's completely gone away, or it was never there to begin with. So that story I cannot trace back and tell what was that like, or what was that like. Or you can say that it's just what happened, what's happening, as simple as that.
Well, sometimes speakers will say there's like less neurosis. Uh, you know, of course, the seeking energy must have dropped. I mean, as there was a point when Rajiv was looking to be enlightened, and now he's not anymore. So that seems like a change.
There is no Rajiv who will change. Boom. there is
Oh,
Wow, there is no Rajiv. Whose story will I tell? Tell me, please. Whose story? Tell me, Fontel, please. Tell me. Whose story will I tell you?
well, aren't there any memories
Memories?
of what it used to be like?
Who?
And that, between where these red headphones are, Isn't there something in there?
There is only nothing here.
They used to say all your problems were between your ears.
All our problems are in nothing.
Hmm.
All our problems are in.
So you wouldn't say you're happier now
There
than
is
you
no
were
there is no you
5
are.
years ago?
There is no you are. There is no you are. Tell me who you are. Where is the you are speaking about? Where is it? Tell me. Where is it?
Who who's asking the question?
Who is speaking? Who is asking the question? Walter? Where is Walter? A body? A body? Where is Rajiv?
Are there any books? Are there any books you enjoy reading or would recommend?
Yes, the Book of Nothing. It's of 600 pages written by me, and it's completely blank. And you have to order it on Amazon. It's of $50. So $50 of absolutely nothing. You will completely enjoy it, my dear friends. Completely enjoy it. The title is The Book of Nothing. It's of 600 pages and it's of $50. And I want to please request you that please buy that book. It's the best book on non-duality. 600 pages of blankness, of absolutely nothing, of absolutely everything.
It's
Please
just
buy that book.
a
Please.
giant notebook.
A giant notebook, the book of nothing. I and Walter will write that book and publish it to you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful. The book of nothing. Again, I'm saying that. By Walter Driscoll and Rajiv Lochin Tripathi. And there is no Walter Driscoll and Rajiv Lochin Tripathi.
So could I write the forward?
Yes, you may. You may. You may. Please. Please.
So I mean, I just thought, being into philosophy.
Yeah. Who is into philosophy?
Well, there's someone who's gonna graduate
Okay.
soon.
Someone. This body, I think.
That body, yeah, takes
Does the
itself
does
to
the body
school.
graduate? Does the body graduate?
Yeah, that's it. What graduates?
What
Well, you're gonna have a
graduates?
piece. You'll have a piece of paper that says you
Yeah,
did.
yeah. But on that there will be written Rajiv Lochin Tripathi. So I will tell them to write no Rajiv Lochin Tripathi. That is my real name. No Rajiv Lochin Tripathi.
Is there any philosophers that you felt were kind of parallel to this message, or were sharing this message?
Yeah. One parallel I found. Can I tell?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
That's why I asked.
Yeah. Those were also nonsense. This is also nonsense. That's the only parallel.
Oh, I see. It's all bullshit.
No, not bullshit, because that is bull. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Nonsense. This is nonsense. This,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, Rajiv, I've had a lot of fun. I think we're probably around an hour, aren't we? I don't even remember what time we started.
Yeah.
Did,
Yeah.
did we start?
We didn't start and we didn't end. Nothing ever happened.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, in closing, would you like to say anything to the folks at home?
Yes, I would.
Please do. The floor is yours.
There is only There is only boom, finished. There is only boom.
I felt the transmission there.
There is no transmission. Who will get a transmission? There is no one.
Well, you transmitted laughter.
God's busy, Walter. God's busy. That's your shirt.
God's busy.
Can I help
Can
you?
I help?
You? No. There is no you. There is no you. That shirt is wrong. Please correct it. Please correct it. It's such a nice chat, my dear friend. My
Yes,
dear.
thank you very much. This will be on your channel. This will be on my channel. It's going to be called Rajiv and Walter Chatting Non-Duality, which I think
Oh.
we did.
Rajiv and chatting, nothing.
I guess, yeah, we didn't do it. Can I say chatting happened?
No,
Apparently.
you can just don't type characters which cannot be seen by the audience.
My knob fell off.
Yeah, that knob. I think it fell off through my nonsense. That's why I'm speaking the nonsense. So maybe that nonsense reached that knob and it fell down. Maybe it was not able to handle the vibration of my words.
Well, when you went like this, I think my whole apartment shook. It was amazing.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Pow.
Yeah. What is non-duality? Can I tell? See.
Yes, please
Wow.
do.
Wow. What is the message? Wow. Wow.
Is there, so would you say, I was just going to ask a bunch of stupid questions.
Ask.
Well, I think the answers are obvious, but
well, all questions
because we're talking about
and the answers are also stupid.
Well, sometimes it seems implied that if you're in the presence of the teacher, guru, whoever, that there can be an energetic sort of transmission of some kind. I think what the official word for that is. It escapes my mind at the moment.
That's the same as looking for holding your chakras and trying to just transform yourself into a saintly person. That is what transmission is. Looking to make yourself more saintly, more like a person who is perfect in all aspects. That is just seeking, like a model looking to make his body more perfect. That's what the saints are doing. They are looking to make opening their chakras just like a model who is trying to look good in front of others. So a saint is also trying to look good in front of others. What's the difference? Both are materialistic. People say that saint is somewhat spiritual, doing spiritual, but there is no one behind the saint or behind that person, behind that model. They are just appearing. They are just appearances.
So what do you make of energy?
Energy.
In other words, they say this is energetic.
Yeah. You can call it anything. Words don't matter. But at the end, nothing can be said about it.
Yeah. So it seems like it's all nonsense, all stories. Like, many I'll ask you this, like non-duality speakers will say that the tiny child has this oceanic experience of life, and then all of a sudden around 2, the contracted energy develops, and they're given, they learn their name. I am Walter. I am a separate person. I'm a boy. I'm a this. I'm a and the sense of being a separate individual starts to form. But that sounds like a story as well.
Yeah, that is just part of a story, because they are saying that the contraction is appearing and then going away. So that is a process. They are talking about a process, that there is a contraction and that contraction goes away. What I am speaking is that there is no contraction in the first place, because there will be no sense of a process. A contraction happening and going away would mean that there is a sense of a space and time in which that process will happen. So there is no real space and real time. So when will the contraction happen and when will it go away? Contraction never happens. That is part of the story, that the child has contraction, then it falls away. There is no contraction already.
Yes. So what is the contraction?
Contraction is nothing because it's not happening. It's not real. So contraction is some sort of a self. It's just like a self. Contraction, self, I am, fixed position. These are some synonyms which can be used for that observer looking from behind the eyes. So I use the word that observer, like that felt sense of someone looking from behind the eyes, which is not here presently, not present.
So the me, the self, is just a felt sense.
It's a point of view. And just and as the self is a point of view, it can only find a point of view. So it cannot never find this, because it is not a point of view. It is everything. Everything and nothing is not a point of view. So the self will only look for a point of view, because a point of view and a perspective will only look for more perspectives, more points of views, as it thinks that after getting infinite points of views, infinite perspectives, it can get to infinity perspectives. And through that, it will reach this. It thinks that this is infinite perspective. That's why it looks for knowing. Knowing is a perspective for that. So it looks for knowing, it moves in a circle, and that's why. But these are part of the story. It only happens in the story because the self is completely illusory. All the talk about the self only happens in the story of the I am, which is completely unreal.
I think the word I was looking for before was darshan. Darshan?
Darshan, darshan.
Yeah, yeah. So before we end, can you give us your darshan again?
Boom, boom. What is non-duality, my dear friends? Boom.
See, I'm getting it. I really am.
Get it? Nobody
I don't
will,
even need to be in India. It's coming through the computer.
nobody will get it because there is
I
nowhere
mean,
there.
this is a real energetic transmission happening here.
No energetic transmission.
I'm joking,
Nothing.
of course.
Nothing. Nothing.
Excuse me. I know I cough a lot, don't I? It's a good
Excuse
thing for
me.
this. Yeah. See, that just happened.
Yeah, it's all part of just what's happening.
There's
But
no
it's
one coughing.
but it's nothing happening. That's the plot twist.
Oh,
Yeah.
does nothing happen? Can nothing actually happen?
Yes. Nothing happening in nothing. Yeah. That's another plot twist.
Hmm.
Yeah. But the best plot twist is this. Boom.
Somebody somebody was saying that well they messaged me and asked me what do I think about this, which is it's kind of
Yeah.
funny how
Yeah.
I don't know if you get these questions, but they'll say so and so said half the people at his meeting drop their me's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking like because you've been going boom, boom. I
Boom,
think
boom, boom.
at least half the people watching this, the me's are gonna fall away.
Yeah, there is no me to fall. Boom. So at the end, no me, no liberation, no bondage, no freedom, no non-duality, nothing. Everything simultaneously. Boom.
I got another one. They're like, so and so changed their message. What do you think about that? They used to talk about
Hmm. They used to talk about boom.
no thing, all this, and now they're talking about consciousness.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I of course, I don't have an opinion on that. I mean, what
Yeah.
can I say?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just what's happening.
It's just what's happening. But at the same time, there is no message. There is only boom. Where is the message in this? Show me the message in this. Where is the message? Is
Well,
it there?
exactly.
Is it there? Is it there? Is it here? Is it here? Walter, show me
Yes,
the
sir.
message. Show me the self.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know where to point to.
Yeah.
It seems to be either nowhere or everywhere, both and neither.
Both and neither.
It's in the pointing.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you know how they say when the finger points at the moon,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to look at the finger, but it is actually the finger. Oh, my camera just fell down. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the moon, it's the finger, it's the pointing, it's the one looking, it's
Yeah.
in the looking. It's
And I'm going to tell you
all
another
there
plot
is.
twist.
Yeah,
There is
go
no
ahead.
finger, there is no moon, there is no one looking.
Right.
But the final plot twist is that there is no non-duality.
Well, it's a nothing appearing as a moon, appearing as a finger, appearing as the looking.
No, not nothing appearing as a finger or a moon, just nothing. Just nothing. Yeah.
Pow!
Oh.
Bang!
Yes, this is.
Well, I think I ran out of quotes.
Yeah,
Um,
read some nonsense, some more nonsense.
you want to hear some?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
I'm going to ask you something.
Yeah. Don't ask me. I don't exist.
What is existence?
There is no existence.
What is the emptiness and the fullness?
There is no emptiness. There is no fullness. There is only.
What is knowledge?
There is no knowledge.
Can anything be known?
There is no anything. Show me anything. Where is anything? 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 Please come to me. Please come to me. Anything? Please show me your face. Anything?
Sometimes you hear, I was never born.
Yeah.
I will never die. What do you think about that?
There is no I. Oh, yeah.
So obviously, if there's no I, then I was never born, and I will never die because would have to exist to die.
Yeah.
But bodies are apparently born.
Yes. Bodies are apparently born. Not born. Bodies are apparently. First. Yeah. Bodies are just like this. See, everything. Know everything is just like know this. Yeah. This is non-duality. Ah,
Beautiful.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, why don't you take us out with a nice guided meditation?
Yeah. Let us do it. Over.
I'm ready for your guidance.
Okay. Start. Over. Done.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. Done. You have opened your third eye. You have opened your Kundalini chakra. All your chakras from here have become lit. I can see that. From here there is a chakra. Here also there is a chakra, I think. Here also.
How about how about I saw something, a sign on a window, that they did past life regression.
Okay.
Do you have any thoughts on past lives?
There is no lie.
How about so, there's no death, there's no life. Interesting.
Not too interesting. Very interesting.
Boy, I feel like I've run out of questions, Rajiv. Is there- it's just because I think I know what you're going to say.
Nobody knows. There is no knowing. There is no you.
Do you have any beliefs?
No, no beliefs. Beliefs are only for the separate self.
Oh, I see.
What is there to believe in the appearance? The
Well,
appearance
what
doesn't.
about like astrology or tarot cards? Um, I could go on. There's a lot of different
Yeah,
things out there under
astrology.
the.
Astrology comes from the fear of the separate self. That if I go to some astrologer, then if he tells me what will happen in the future, then in the period of space and time, I can feel secure. So that is what the seeker is doing in the in the space and time, in the linear space and time, in this linearity. It wants to feel safe and secure. It wants to predict this linearity in the future. That's why it will go to an astrologer, which will tell it what will happen in this linear time zone, in the linear time, in the future time, in the future linearity of time, which is forever. So it's just a way of looking for safety, some sort of a band-aid that no one can hurt, some sort of sword that I can wield, some sort of sword.
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank you for your time.
Yeah,
It
but
has been.
remember that you cannot thank me.
I can't thank you, and there is no time.
You cannot thank me. You can only thank.
I can only think.
Yeah. Because there is no
Yes.
me.
Well, there's a feeling of gratitude
Okay. Yeah.
because now I think I tried to end it about a half hour ago.
You cannot end it. You cannot end it. You cannot end it. You
But
cannot
it is,
you cannot stop seeing this.
every time you do that, I just know that the non-existent me's that can't fall away are going to be falling away.
There is no me, man. Yeah, there is no me to fall away. That's the biggest secret. The no secret.
Okay.
Okay,
So why don't you give us your plugs?
I don't have anything. What I will give?
Where are you going to be speaking?
Actually, I have not started to do Zoom meetings. I only record videos up till now. But actually, at some point, there was a plan, an apparent plan that I would start doing Zoom meetings, but that plan fell away. So I think in the upcoming future, in the upcoming linearity of the apparent future, this body and mind might open the laptop and open the Zoom and then see a lot of faces who are asking questions and this face giving apparent answers. So this may happen, but not sure.
Okay.
Unseen.
And we're going to look forward to this video coming out soon.
Yeah. Walter
Which
and
is,
Rajiv chatting unseen.
Oh, not this video. I meant the
Yeah. It's coming tomorrow. What's happening, I think.
Oh, tomorrow is the
Yeah.
is the
10th. 10th. Yeah.
Right. I have a thing tomorrow too. Can I plug that?
Yeah,
It
you
probably
can.
doesn't make any sense because by the time people watch it, it'll be over, I'm sure. But yeah, tomorrow I will be doing a Zoom meeting with my
Yeah.
friend Don Garland. Yeah, we're doing a joint non-duality Zoom meeting. And that is at 2:00 p.m. Eastern time on
It
the
has
10th. It's
see,
Monday, the 10th.
it has already happened. Done. Done.
And
Tell me your upcoming meeting.
anyway,
I will do a magic like this and it will all be happening in just this moment.
well, if you hello, if you haven't seen Rajiv's video on the bike, I highly recommend it. A lot of the stuff I wrote down was from that video, by the way, if you want to know where I got all those wonderful Rajiv quotes, mostly from the bike ride. There was a couple other ones I watched too, where you were sitting there in your living room.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Well,
What a
you're
meeting.
really good at speaking extemporaneously for lengths of time about this subject. I find after about 5 minutes I run out of shit to say.
Yeah. I have also run out of things. That's why I'm doing boom.
Exactly.
Exactly, man.
Okay, well let's end this.
So
All right, pal.
So will you leave and then I will leave so that it can also record in my laptop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to end it and you can, yeah, exactly. I'm not going to edit this. Are you?
Okay. No, I don't edit.
Oh,
What is there to
no.
edit? There is nothing to edit in what's happening.
Well, maybe all this nonsense right now.
What is there to edit in nonsense?
Although I think it's been an hour and a half of complete nonsense. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what I'll call it.
Yeah.
You should call it an hour and a half of complete
Yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah, that should be the title, my dear friend. Yeah. No, this should be the thumbnail. Boom. Boom.
Or call it a non-duality dumpster fire. That's what.
See, you should introduce me to them as a non-duality magician.
Yes. Well, thanks again. So
Okay.
good to hang out with you, Rajiv.
Yeah,
Nice to see
same
you.
here, same here.
I really, we used to hang out at the Howard Chance meeting. That was a lot of fun. So it was nice to see you at my discussion meeting on Thursday, even though it was
Yeah.
4:30 in the morning. I really appreciated you to come to that.
Yeah, I didn't come.
And you didn't come.
No.
But there was a Rajiv speaking.
No, just speaking. Just speaking.
I have a recording.
Yeah.
Well, it says Rajiv, and then I
Yeah.
hear your voice.
Yeah, that's just a name.
Is there a name? Is there a form? Are you formless?
There is no formlessness anywhere. No, neither form nor formlessness, because formlessness would mean that there is some form hidden behind the appearance. That there is some formlessness I want to get. I am meditating hard. Please get me this formlessness, this formless awareness, this formless consciousness. Where it is, where it is, where it is, where it is. Oh, I'm not able to get it. Oh, I'm not able to get it. Oh my God. Where it is, where it is. The seeker exhausted.
Okay, so if you made it this far in the video, now here's where Rajiv
Yeah.
really gives you the secret
Yeah.
to happiness and peace of mind.
Yeah.
Okay, Rajiv, go.
Boom. Done.